extremely happy that he's made it for season two, because we've been chasing him from season one, and finally we got him to speak at season two. So thank you, Mr. Gupte, for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing me on board.
Because we couldn't think of any other better name than your name, because I have met you so many times on various occasions during my days with Pritish Nandi Communications, with Mumbai Mirror days and Stardust days, that I know the kind of work that you sincerely and genuinely do for kids. So I was the one who was pretty hell-bent on having you on board and having this chat today. Sir, I would, without wasting further time, I would just say that I have few questions in my mind, that in today's generation, and when we talk about OTT, when we talk about digital platform,
Yes.
we barely see any content that can be catered to kids per se. And you have been pretty vocal about kids content in India. So what is your take? So as Sonup said, that what's next? Like, what do we have for kids? I mean, we have Patal Lok, we have Delhi Crime, we have Blood Bath, we have abusive languages, we have content dealing with political fiascos. We have everything, but we don't have anything for kids once again. So what is your take, sir?
I would say, meaning I always try to look for the sunny side. And if I can get a Killa somewhere, Avinash Arun's Killa, the same person made Patal Lok. But if you see Killa, and it's a way different experience. You also see Tari Zameen Par is on the OTT. There's Chiller Party on OTT. All my films, Stanley Ka Dabba, Hawa Hawai, are on OTT. Sniff is also, it's a little children's detective caper. That's also on OTT. So it's not about that. The idea, I'll tell you why. And pardon me, I hate the word kids, because it reduces children to just 3 alphabets, when actually they need to get the respect of all 6 alphabets, which constitutes children, or 5 alphabets, which constitutes child. Sorry, 8 alphabets for children, 5 alphabets for child, and 3 alphabets for kid. And if that would have been the the tenor, then we would have Kids Film Society of India and not Children's Film Society of India.
I agree.
Because it does bring in a lot of respect and esteem for the child and his or her views and his or her value to the society and to the nation. But since the world has changed so drastically that it imagined that it should get rid of 2 extra alphabets from a child and reduce him to a kid or her to a kid, itself is a very insulting proposition for the child herself or himself. So we should start with that. That is the mental ability of the adult population in trying to rejig a child into a kid. Because normally we use phrases like, oh, don't kid me, or stop kidding. What does it mean? I mean, it then becomes like an abuse to the child. So first of all, let us come to an understanding and, agreement that child is a better word than kid, and children is a better word than kids. I know I'm talking in a kids summit. That's the paradox, but we should start from the beginning and see how we can reassess our lives, adult lives, compared to children. Children don't have the right to vote, and therefore they are not on anybody's plate. They cannot be consumed as voters. They cannot be consumed as stakeholders. So we always, bacha hai, the whole thing is bacha hai, becomes a chant, and from there it becomes a reality. And children therefore will always remain children without esteem or respect. And then how do you expect parents to bring their children into a theater to see a film about children? मतलब sometimes ऐसा होता है कि maybe the parent feels कि अरे UA है ना, तो first my entertainment, साथ में बच्चे को ले जाएंगे, popcorn खिलाएंगे. But is that truly
Not at
children's
all.
entertainment? Now, if it's not children's entertainment, then the caveat is not to take the child there. If suddenly there's an item song and suddenly there's violence and it's couched with a UA, so that you say कि ठीक है, मतलब अगर माँ बाप को कोई वो नहीं है, objection नहीं है, तो let them bring their children. More sale of popcorn, more sale of food. You know, the food stall is hot, the seats are hot, everything is hot. Now, of course, with COVID, things have changed because there is no outing. There's no family outing where a happy middle class family wants to spend about 3,000-4,000 rupees as a habit every weekend, you know, not to see a film. It has to be an outing. So,
Yes, I agree.
children's film is in the lowest of the food chain in their understanding of consumption. But you go to Europe, you go to Western Europe, every distributor there will say that a children's film, there's a bigger benefit there with a children's film because families come out with their children and therefore there are more people entering theaters versus an adult film where children are not allowed. So the footfalls are more, therefore wallets are opening faster and they are getting encouraged to make more and more content which is driven by children and their stories, because that will ensure more people inside. So an educated society will know how to support good content for children. And let's head towards that. Let's progress towards that. That's all I would say.
Yes, this is something that you're talking about, which is very pertinent and very important point to address. That you cannot just tag along your kid just because you have a UA certificate or you want a family outing and you find that it is not an adult content. So let's be on the safer side and let's take the kid along. That's not the solution. That is what I was trying to ask you, sir. That on OTT platform now, since a pandemic, since lockdown, we are all at home. So where do we find a demarcation or a way out to kind of entertain the kids and and not just fall back on only adult content? Because
You're
we
right.
don't have kid content. We don't have what you're saying is the films that are there on OTT. So be
Correct. But not new films. You're right. You're right. No new content. Yeah.
So what is how do we kind of address that? Because lot of makers are concentrating on blood, on glory, on adult content, on things that will sell. Mostly they are selling sex and thrillers, which is apparently the primary crux of OTT viewership. So why are we not concentrating at all on kids content?
I think your video has frozen and your sound has frozen.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah. So why are we not concentrating at all on?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your
content
on
OTT.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. It's a simple equation. How long will you show blood and gore? See, I belong to the other side. I belong to the cinema of children's hope. I don't use any invectives or any bad language. I see to it that I stay away or steer clear of that kind of usage in entertainment because it does not agree with my disposition and my nature. So if I'm creating something immaculately for the use of children, then there are some guidelines which are self addressed, I guess. If you want to address a population which consists of children and the young and the old, then automatically you will have to bring in that kind of content. You will have to be your own censor. You would know what is good for children. Is it going to make good sense? Am I speaking the truth, first of all, to children? Sometimes what happens is just because it's a children's content stuff, you start reducing the intelligence valuation of the content. That's not children's film. That's, that's how to put it. Uh, I would say it would be bachkana. बचता नहीं बचकाना, और ये मेरी बिल्ली बहुत समझती है, वो आ गई है मेरे पास। हाय, वो बोल रही है क्या बग्गे जा रहे हैं, क्या बग्गे जा रहे हैं, मुझे खाना खिला। ऐसा है। So anyway, what I meant was that you have to make a difference between bachkana and bacha.
Yes.
And the easier you come to your conclusions, you will see that automatically people will get tired of this blood and gore and abuses. And I mean, how long can it hold? This is a very trying period of our lives all over the world. And right now, what you require is a vaccine of hope in your society, not just the COVID vaccine, but vaccine that will help you, kind of get out of your wounds and all the fractures that have been caused by COVID. So at such a time, I think this is a ripe time, this is the correct time for programmers and to the creative think tanks of all the platforms, whether television, OTT, and the others, that this is the time to infuse hope in society, not a time to disturb the society with a, with I don't know what to call it.
With blood and glory.
Yeah, blood and, I mean, what is there in the blood, I understand, because I'm a film student. So I'm not against any such things. But I'm saying, what is the right vaccine at the right time is a very important question to answer, even for programmers at the OTT platforms or anywhere in the world, that, hey, let's go easy on the verite and the heart and the underbelly, and let's infuse some hope in society. It would net better results. It would create a better society. And I guess that's what Mr. Bimal Roy must have been thinking when he made Bandini, Sujata, Do Bigha Zameen, Madhumati. That must have been his mindset. That must have been the mindset of Ritwik Ghatak or V. Shantaram or Satyajit Ray. So people who have over the years grappled with their own thoughts and confusions and cleared those confusions and come out with super content for the nation and society. I think they've always triumphed, and they'll always be celebrated in in the annals of cinema or even television and now OTT.
Yes, sir. I would like to just to take this question a little further ahead. I would like to ask you that are you planning anything for OTT for the kids, since OTT is at boom and you are the forerunner of children content in our country? So are you planning anything? Do you have anything in mind?
Well, of course, because even Saina, if you've seen the film, a large portion of the child Saina.
Yes.
Brought me a lot of value for her story of resilience and solidity. So in a 6-part series for Amazon on children in the media, and we are trying to circumspect what is good for the child, what is not good for the child, and how important it is society to understand that all the time you can't stick your wings on your child's shoulders and say that you're making the child fly. Many a times it is disastrous, the result. So when I made 5 films, 7 children in those films, not a single child lost a day of school. Not a single child was taken beyond the hours and with the correct recesses and in their own environment. So if I can create the logistics for child content to make the process also child friendly, then otherwise don't write about children in your content, because don't say that that's the only way to go. The 12-hour shift is a 12-hour shift and many such horrendous things. So not only about content, but how you bring that content with children onto the national eye, and what are your processes? Are they best practices? The way they are practiced in Europe and the US. You take a child actor from India abroad, you'll have to adhere to the rules of how many hours a child can be on set. Is there a doctor on set? Is there this on set? There's that on set. So essentially, these questions also need to be answered. Not just child content, but children's film content, but how are the films made with children? Is it friendly for the child or is it hostile to the child? Whether it's reality shows or any such thing that we see. So, which is why the concern, my concerns have always been to help and protect the child. As a chairperson of Children's Film Society India for 3 years, I brought in one rule at least that every filmmaker who's making a film for Children's Film Society India has to give an undertaking that he will not exploit the child on set and say, well, that's a child worker then. A child labor is not permitted in our nation. So these other realities also one should keep our ear and eye open for, lest children are, you know, taken to the slaughterhouse. A lot of parents don't mind that, but that doesn't mean a thing. You don't own the child. The child has a life of his or her own, and you have to respect it, and you have to see to it that the child is not exploited in the process.
Yes, true. I agree with you what you're saying because a children when a children is you're making them work in front of camera, there are certain things which one needs to keep in mind, and they cannot be treated like adults, and they cannot be treated the way the industry functions. We have to change our our system to kind of balance it with their comfort zone, which you have even mentioned earlier. Also, I remember reaching out to you for a film when you first thing you asked me, Mr. Gupta, was that are we shooting it in summer vacation or in the Diwali vacation or winter vacation, because I don't want the kids to miss their class. So these are this has been your concern always. I mean, you shoot on weekends, you shoot on holidays, you don't give them stress. So this is something which is I would like to ask you that how do you kind of manage to finish a film, because you're a filmmaker, right? And every film comes with a deadline, with a certain sort of a financial structure. How do you manage to meet those and still maintain your understanding of children's psychology and end up making a film? How do you do that? Because that's something, a lot of juggling that I guess you need to do.
The maximum juggling that the industry does, I wouldn't call it Bollywood or Hollywood or Hindi or Marathi or anything. The industry, the maximum twists and turns that they negotiate and absorb and rework is for the comfort of the star. Everybody else is slaughterable. I mean, sorry for being forthright and frank. And the star then happens to be the youngest child on set, to be pandered to be indulged. Everything works. भाई आगे 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 जैसे सूरज निकला हो दोपहर को 4 बजे सुबह की 9 बजे की शिफ्ट का. But in that 9 a.m. shift, the child is called at 7 a.m. with the parents because it doesn't matter. The child is waiting, waiting, waiting. Star kab aayega, star kab aayegi, whatever. And then suddenly activity starts so late. By then the child is like a flower, वो ढल गया. क्या बुलवाओगे? What will you get out of a child who's been waiting who must have left Mira Road at 5:30 in the morning, come to Andheri or wherever the shooting is, Madailand, idhar udhar. There is no facility of pick up and drop for children. भाई अपनी मर्जी से आओ, बस पकड़ के आओ, जैसे भी आओ आओ और जल्दी आओ. असिस्टेंट्स का रूल होता है, अरे सबको एक साथ जल्दी से बुला लो without looking at schedule. You know, you can be sweet about it. Say ठीक है इसको 2 बजे आओ, स्कूल भी मिस नहीं होगा, आके 2 घंटा रेस्ट करेगा, फिर 4 बजे तक उसका काम होगा. But no, like going to sleep now. The mother is getting scared, the father is getting scared. नहीं नहीं हम उसको उठाएंगे, don't worry, don't worry. We'll I बेटा उठ जाओ, बेटा उठ जाओ. I've heard such horror in front of me. Some horror might have happened, and I didn't allow it to go further. One mother told the little 1.5, 2-year-old child, कि I'll brand you. गरम गरम चमचा लगा दूंगी अगर उठेगा नहीं तो. 1.5 पौने 2 साल का. I said, भाई right now pack up. अभी कल मिलेंगे हम लोग. बच्चे को सोने दो यार, उसका सोने का टाइम है. So people are, and the parents are eager to please the producer because they know there's so much at stake. और ये तब स्टार के बारे में कोई नहीं सोचता है. स्टार जी में आए तब आए, जी में जाए तब जाए. सब लोग हाँ सर, हाँ सर, ये सर मैडम, ये सर, ये सर. अरे कल सुबह हाँ सर 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 सर. ये है अपनी कहानी भैया.
But sir, do you also believe that? Sorry for interrupting. Sir, I have also faced a lot of issues when I was doing a serial, and now that I'm making movies, that there are little aggressive parents who are really pushy with their kids, and they really don't care about their kids' comfort. I mean, they are only counting the money. Unfortunately, it's fact. It's fact. So
mostly
how
that
do
is
you
what I
combat
said.
that? What would you like to tell to the parents?
I do a full counseling of parent and child together first of all. You know that I've made so many films, but I've not auditioned a single child in my life. Audition, where there are 10 adults and one child in the middle, and saying my profile is this, my this profile is this, and my telephone number is this, and we don't do that. I offer myself in workshop form for writing, and I can paint. So I bring writing and painting and theater into the workshop. And we talk and we perform. And there are 20 children, I am alone. There's one small camera which is mapping our interaction. That way I get to know which child can do what. And without the child realizing that he's come for an audition or she's come for an audition, it's just a theater workshop, theater and art workshop. They've taken back some wisdom. I have taken back more wisdom from them than they have taken back from me, because the child is the father of the man. And that's the truth. The way the child thinks, the clarity with which a child thinks. I have made films. You agree that I have made 5 films up to now? I have not taken a piece of paper, script paper, onto the set when it comes to children's scenes. No ratta maro. You own your lines. It will come out naturally. And you sit like you're in a panchayat and discuss it with the children.
Wow,
and then the
that's really good.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. Believe me, I rubbish the claim of people who say, "Oh, Baba, dogs and children, animals and children, difficult to shoot." I'm telling you, it is easiest to shoot with children and animals, because the superhuman and monstrous egos of older people, it is difficult to accept defeat in front of them. With children, it's a victory all the way, I would say. That's why I continue to make films with children. My next one also will be with children. And this show also is about children. So all in all, I don't want to run out of that kingdom ever, because that's my comfort kingdom. They look after me more than me looking after them.
That is true. So since you are so much into this particular genre, if I call children film as a genre, which is probably the weakest genre in Indian film industry or Indian cinema, in the history of Indian cinema, probably the weakest genre, because we don't have that many number of films, we don't have any number of directors thinking about uh, uh, children films per se, apart from very few. But if the moment we travel abroad, or we go to any other country, we have, as you said, that West really pays a lot of heed, a lot of attention to kids. Like there's properly a Disney studio that takes care of of content throughout the year. We don't have that kind of a studio structure here. So do you feel that we need a studio also kind of completely support kids content, and where directors like you and many others can join hands and probably produce a lot of more content and give them their own stories? I mean, there are a lot of Indian stories which needs to be retold for them. So do you think the kind and if
Yes,
so, then what kind of
absolutely.
stories you would like to tell them again?
I mean,
If given an opportunity,
if
what
one
kind
has
of
to,
stories
uh,
would you like to tell them again?
there are such a lot to be remade and retold. Kabuliwala, for instance, Bimal Roy's production, Kabuliwala, with one of my favorites, and the songs, and it just brings tears into my eyes. Just the thought of it kind of thrills me. Or you see Ritvik Ghatak's Ajantrik. For
Yes.
me, it's a children's film. It's a lovely tale between a car and a man, and I mean how uh, it's so. I think that's what, as a child, when I was growing up, I these Sunday movies were there. There was only Bombay TV, even Doordarshan then, 1971. There was just a 4-5 hour program every day from evening till night.
Yes.
And Sunday there used to be a film, and I was barely in my half chaddies, little boy, and we used to not have TVs. Everybody didn't have a TV, so we went to the person who has a TV. So there were like 30-40 people sitting in the house watching the film together. And I've seen Zameen Ke Tare, बहुत पहले, Honey Daisy and I think Anwar Hussain, Nargis's brother. He was playing a truck driver, and Honey and little Daisy, they had lost their parents and they died, and somebody said कि वो उधर ऊपर गए हैं. So they imagined the Himalayas, so they hitch onto a truck driven by Anwar Hussain. And I still can revisit that film. It must have been, I think, 1972 or 73 when I must have seen it. I must have been 11 or 12 years old. But it's so crystal clear. There's two innocent girls dressed as boys, Honey and Daisy Irani, and they are making headway to the Himalayas in search of their parents. It was so
Wow.
crushing. There's also Shamchi Ai, which won the 1950 first President's Gold Medal, and it's a indelible Sant Tukaram. These films, I can think of remaking them. Look at the entire children's film genre created by Satyajit Ray. My God.
True.
The entire Gopiga and Bhagavan for me is an kickoff,
Yes.
for children's entertainment. It was remade as an animation film by Soumitra Ranade and his wife.
Yes.
You've seen the film? It's got fabulous artwork because it is
Yes.
produced
Yes.
by the Children's Film Society India.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful film. Gopi Gavaiya Bhaga Bajaiya.
There are.
Parents, then school system should show it.
Yes.
There should be shows organized by school, like school cinema, and introduce cinema as a subject in school. You can introduce geography in the classroom. You're not going to the Amazon forest. In history, you're not going back to the period. It's in the book. So why not cinema? It's a new art form. Otherwise, your art in Indian context is that sunset with the sun going down and those 5 panchis in the hawa and the jhopdi in the foreground and the river running between that. That is the classical end to Indian art for children. And then as soon as the children come to 7th, 8th standard, they say, abhi ye sab bas hai, abhi maths, physics, chemistry, biology. So if art is not respected in your curriculum, what do you expect artists? Where will they come from? There has to be a Shantiniketan in every village, in every city.
Wow, that's such a nice line.
It's true, because the Gurudev knew it. He knew it. And that is where we should all be headed, instead of being so, dog eat dog kind of aggressive society, culture. It should go to the arts. It should go to we have a 5,000 years tradition. We have a 5,000 years background of culture. We have to share it with our children. Otherwise, it will be lost. So I remember holding my father's finger and, going to Baithaks, going to Prabhat Chitramandal films. Prabhat studio made a huge amount of cinema, which was so children friendly that there used to be festivals in my time in the theaters. Every day of Prabhat film. I've walked with my father and seen those films. It's still indelible in my memory. So I think the answer lies within us. What we have to do for our children, it lies within us.
That is so true, Mr. Gupta. And, coming on to the last segment of this summit, which is this year, it is called India's Kids Summit. So I would call it Kids Summit only, but for the children. And so I am extremely glad and happy to have you on board to speak your heart out about various things. I mean, through your conversation, we got to know a lot of things to do and not to do when it comes to kids content. And I would wish you all the best in all your endeavors that you're doing. And we would really expect you to keep continuing your endeavors and inspire us with whatever you do, because you have been the forerunner. You have been a great inspiration for all of us, to me as a filmmaker, to me as a writer and author and journalist. And I'm sure to a lot of kids, a lot of children, pardon my word, kids, a lot of children in our country who actually looks up to you every year, that what would Mr. Gupte gift us? Because I guess eventually you've become a Santa Claus of Indian cinema, where you end up gifting something or the other to the kids. Do you agree that you are the Santa Claus of Indian cinema?
Don't go by this beard, because I used to have this beard and this long hair, and I was always with children, and I feared that the minute they look at me first, they'll be very scared. So I reinvented my name, and I rechristened myself as Amol Frog, not Santa Claus. Amol Frog, because a frog is a small little thingy. So from Amol Frog, they started calling me Froggy, 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 Beduk Kaka, Mendak, and I became a friendly figure with them. So my intention is to do the same thing all my life and stay the frog in their life and try and do things to them, because children are my God. They are my guru.
I'm losing your voice, sir. I'm losing your voice. I guess we have.
You couldn't hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I guess we have come to the last segment.
I'm so sorry.
And thank you once again for being an important part of the summit. And we wish you all the best in all your endeavors. And thanks for taking out your precious time from your busy schedule for all of us. And
no, thank you so much. Ram, thank you very much. And wish you all the best in your film endeavors. And my best wishes, and I offer myself for anything that you require in order to create content. And God bless you all, and my love to all the children who are watching, and their parents and their cousins and friends. And this is a salam from Froggy, Mendak, Beduk Kaka, Amol Gupte signing off.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.